Enzo Maresca still believes it's too early to call Chelsea title contenders, but one thing is for sure, if we win this game and continue to win into the new year, Chelsea's chances forever improve. It's a London derby. It's a West London derby. It's a derby in which we've won only the first game since Brentford were promoted back in 2021. If there's one person who can put that to an end, put this bad run of form to an end, it's Enzo Clock. The Blues are flying, so please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff. With 6 wins in a row in all competitions, and Brentford possessing the second to worst away record in the Premier League, a win and the dropping of this curse should be on the cards. However, we know by now that football is a sweet science, but sometimes it's just random, isn't it? It's just random, and such things are never that easy. Brentford are, with that said, winless away from home in the league, hence the poor record in the league. With just one draw coming against Everton in that time, the Bees have conceded 14 goals, scoring just 5 in their 7 away from their G-Tech Stadium. 1 point out of a possible 21. It's not a great return rate by any stretch of the imagination. For Chelsea, our home record, whilst not the best, 11th best, in fact, with 3 wins, 3 draws, and a singular loss. Chelsea are on a pattern since the defeat to Manchester City on the opening game of the season. A draw, a win, a draw, a win, a draw, a win. No prizes for those who can guess what's bound to happen on Sunday, but Maresca will be looking to break that pattern with his sides that are hot off of a 4-3 win over Spurs last Sunday. Team news, and before we get into the predicted 11, of which I doubt there's going to be too much in the way of change from Spurs, but you know, there's been a lot since you know, with the Astana game and all that sort of stuff. But team news, Maresca was asked about the goalkeeper situation, implying that he is in no way looking to change it up with Jorgensen, the fan favourite as of right now. He thinks it will be some time yet before Sanchez is bested to his first place position, but that's, you know, he did mention as well that it's good that we have 2 capable goalkeepers. Capable might be stretching the word a little bit, but again, there's Sanchez stands galore, it seems, putting stats and all sorts into the atmosphere these days. So maybe we're just sleeping on Sanchez, you know. Elsewhere, it will look like it will be a full change of 11 from our midweek against Astana in the Conference League. Pedro Neto, the only senior player that I can think of in that game, at least from the get-go. He's suspended after getting a yellow card against Tottenham on the weekend. So Madueke will likely take his spot. We'll get into that in just a few seconds. But elsewhere, I doubt we'll see much change. Wesley Fofana, Reece James, blah, blah, blah. They're out with injury, as we know. In terms of the lineup, here we go. I'm going to try and stick to the same as much as possible. Sanchez in goal. I'm going to go with Caicedo at right back. At right back. I'm going to go Colwill and Badiashile in the middle. Not quite sure why that's gone like that. And at left back, we're going to go with Cucurella with different boots, one would hope. Maresca was making jokes as well about, you know, he was wearing normal shoes on the pitch and everything and blah, blah, blah. And he's seen the pictures. Puma aren't very happy. We know the story. It's fucking boring at this point, but still quite funny at the same time because we actually managed to escape unharmed, unscathed, as it were. In midfield, I do predict it'll be Enzo and Lavia, despite the fact that Lavia was taken off as a precaution against Tottenham with a bit of a hamstring or whatever it was. Bit of a wound to the back of the neck, but he will be fine. I think he will be okay for the game. Time will tell, but I just see us sticking to this formation because we know it works so well at the moment. So why change it? Well, we change it so that Lavia doesn't get injured. But I think he's made of the tough stuff these days, you know. So why not see what he's made of? It's a bit of a risk, but I'm sure it'll pay off. Elsewhere, I think it will be a fairly obvious Jackson up top, Sancho and Madueke, with, of course, Cole Palmer in the middle. We might see Nkunku in some shape or form from the get-go if he decides to go with someone other than Madueke. That said, it's going to be Madueke. So, you know, I'm I don't necessarily see Madueke not starting. Pedro Neto and Madueke have been the two players that have been going head to head for that right hand position. So I realistically don't see any other way that Madueke isn't starting unless Palmer starts on the right and Nkunku down the middle. We might see that, something different for a change, but Palmer's the main man in the middle. So why fix something that isn't broken, you know? In terms of predictions, I see this. If based on our current form or our recent form, however you want to word it, being tight but a huge result to be had is what I predict. Goals galore, as per usual. It's never not the case with Chelsea Football Club as of right now, but a win nevertheless. 3-1 Chelsea is what I'm going to go with. It's what I expect. Brentford concede loads, and more often than not, 2 or 3 goals away from home in the Premier League. Anything besides a win will, for me, come as a shock because their away form is so shambolic. Again, this isn't the side of years gone by that struggled to Brentford. However, crazy things do happen, so we will have to wait and see. And Buemo and the like will definitely be on form, you would imagine. But again, with the score, we score so much. They concede so much. We're all right at home, you know. They're not so good away from home. I would be shocked. If we fluff this some way or another. Again, though, going back, the prediction, the pattern of play that we've got at the moment in terms of at home, it's a loss and then a win and a draw, a win and a draw, a win and a draw, a win. So what's to come next? It's bound to be a draw. But 3-1 Chelsea is my prediction. Let me know yours in the comments down below. And let me also know your predictions for the starting 11. Please like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. And ladies and gentlemen, hey, it's Centre Clock. My name is Harry, out the Chelsea, and peace.